Well, hello everybody, and I'm just a few seconds late. I'm a few seconds late because I was trying to get Zoe to come in here, and she kept running out of the office. I'm like, get in here. I had forgotten her treats, her plate of treats here to keep her occupied. So today, the primary topic we're going to be talking about the Carnival Jubilee. My first impressions. It was my first time on the ship. Now, most of you know I did not actually cruise on the ship. I was on there for the naming ceremony, which was awesome, and we'll talk about that as well. But that is the topic of the show. But let me say hi to everybody and see who's checked in. Kyle was the first to check in. Kyle Shurich. I hope I pronounced that correct. If you're still here, Kyle, let us know. Some people check in and then they go away. Then right after we had Cruise Live TV. They just came off the horizon recently. Great show last week, and looking forward to another great one tonight. Thank you for that. And I'm going to mention them a little later on here because they messaged me earlier about something really, really cool that we'll talk about. And actually, I have a question regarding it. So I'll wait till then and until I mention it. Justin is here once again. Good to see you again, Justin. We have Sandy, the Lost Pirate Jenkins. She was the most recent winner of our Super Chat giveaway. And for those of you new to the channel, I'll explain that in just a bit. Then we have Carnival Cruise Addicts here once again. Liz and Chris are here. Great to see you both once again. Sean is here. Thank you for that, Sean. He says, I'll just put it on the screen there. Great content from the Jubilee. Thanks for posting. And yeah, I got a couple other things I can post. Not a whole lot. I mean, I was only on there that one day, so I couldn't film too much. And we got Ben here from up the road in Wisconsin. Good to see you, Ben. And Fireball Steve is back for another visit. Good to see you, Fireball. Mimi Melly, good to see you once again. And Brad H., our comedian. What joke do you have for us today, Brad? I think you should have a joke each time you come on and put it in the comments. A new joke each week. How about that? Gwen J is here. Good to see you, Gwen. Have Luggage Will Travel. Thank you very much. And they have their lives on Mondays. If you have not checked them out, go check them out. And Amanda was on the Jubilee with me. So that was cool. Got to meet her in person for the first time. And K-Deb is back once again. Hey. And Crystal is back once again. Good to see you, Crystal. And she was on the Jubilee, the inaugural on the Jubilee. So she knows all about it. And yes, she is reminding everybody, and let's put that right up on the screen. Don't forget to like the live. So I appreciate that. T-Boat on the Go is back once again. Look, we got Sherry. I just heard from her today or yesterday. She's feeling better, so it's great to see you on here. As always, Sherry. We got Chris Kakins. He's saying, Coach. And yeah, all right. So let's get into the topic. But first, let's talk about the Super Chats for anybody new to the channel. So you can do a Super Chat for as little as $1. If you do a Super Chat for $1, right now we are up to we're up to number 48. Tess was the last one. She had numbers 44 through 48. And so if somebody were to do $1 Super Chat right now, they would get number 49. Once we reach 100, I asked Siri for a random number 1 through 100. And if they were to say number 49 for a $1 Super Chat, you get a Coach Cruise t-shirt like the one I have on right now, and the color of your choice and the size of your choice. And I send that to you. And look at this, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Awesome. Perfect timing. Let me write you down because I have an added thing that I'm kind of excited about. And Carnival Cruise Addicts, it's perfect because, well, I'm going to explain it in just a second here. So let's see, 48, 53, 63. All right, so Carnival Cruise Addicts, 49 through 63. And yes, so when somebody does a $10 Super Chat, Zoe here gets a special treat. So high five for Carnival Cruise Addicts. And then there's your special treat. And I also get a special treat when a super chat is $15 or more. Now, obviously, Carnival Cruise Addicts is in the drawing there, and we're up to 63 now, so there's a good chance we will give away a shirt today. And I have the Old Forester I'm still working on here. Shot number one. All right. Thank you for that. Now, here's the thing. I have two of these. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but you see the Christine Duffy's boots on there. I was given this. The VIPs were given this at the Carnival Jubilee naming ceremony. Some of you might know what's in the box. Probably most of you don't. But anybody that does a $15 super chat or more, so that's another word, you're buying me a shot. I'm going to do an additional side thing where I give you five drawings. So any $15 super chat or higher, you're going to get additional 5 drawings. So Carnival Cruise Addicts, they're going to be the first ones. They're going to be 1 through 5. So once we reach 100 on that, I'm going to do a drawing just for all the people that did the $15 super chats or more. And whoever wins that drawing will win what's in this box. And I'll share what's in that box when we give it away. But so it might take us, it's going to take us 20 super chats at 15 or more to get there. So it'll be a while. But I have 2 of those. So I can give it away 2 times. And look at that. Sherry jumped us in, and we're already giving away a shirt just like that. So let's see here. Sherry, and she's got us well on our way to you are 64 through 100. And then also, I'm going to start a new page here. Let's see, that's 37. So we got 13 left, and also 1 through 13. Also 1 through 13. So, all right, we are well on our way here. So this is perfect. And look at that, Cruise Life TV right behind. And I can't wait to tell what we talked about, Cruise Life TV. So we got, so we got 2. We got Sherry here. Sherry, you are numbers 6 through 10 for the souvenir thing. And then Cruise Life TV, numbers 11 through 15. And then I have 2 shots coming here. This is great. This is great. We're getting started. High five first for Sherry and Jay. You get another treat. Look at that. You got a treat, and then you got another one coming after that. And I got a shot and another one coming. Yeah, I know. Amanda's got one of those boxes. I know she does. I got a couple extra. So Sherry, Jay, great to see you here. Thank you once again. That's number 2, and we got number 3 coming up. Let's see. So Sherry was 64 through 100, and then Sherry, you were numbers 1 through 13 on the new drawing, and then Cruise Life TV right behind is 14 through 33, and we got to give away a shirt. This is great. We are rolling tonight. All right. So you see nothing on top of my phone there. I'm going to let me go through the numbers, what everybody has so far. I'm going to cross out last week's drawing, or the one before that Sandy won. Tim G, who's on the Carnival Vista right now cruising. He is numbers 1 through 5. Rick Wade is 6 through 10. Frankie Floyd, 11 through 13. Cruise Life TV, 14 through 23. Angie, the Merry Mixer, she is numbers 24 through 43. Tess is numbers 44 through 48. Carnival Cruise Addicts, 49 through 63. And Sherry and Jay, numbers 64 through 100. All right, so let's see what we got here. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. There we go. Number 79. 79, and that is Sherry. Sherry, congratulations I know you got a few shirts. You got a collection of shirts. Sherry's won a few times, but congratulations. And well, you know how to get a hold of me. So let me know what color and size shirt you want, and we will get that sent off to you. So congratulations for that. All right. And I know we had a few other people checking in, so let me just say hello to anybody that I may have missed. Let's see here. Yoli is back. Good to see you, Yoli. There's Michelle, VIP swag. Yep, and it's coming. It's coming. Ken is here. Good to see everybody, he says. And yeah, Amanda knows what's in that box. And she says it's awesome. So, because Amanda got that same VIP gift. She said it's awesome. So that's what somebody will win. Let's see. Ocean Bruce from Ocean Travel. He is on right after me on Tuesdays. Yeah, Carnival Cruise Addicts. We're already 3 in, and we really haven't even started the show. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Ocean. And Mimi Melly. Yeah, Mimi Melly is saying congratulations, Sherry, and absolutely congratulations. All right. So the Carnival Jubilee, to which I have this gift that they bestowed upon us. Very impressive ship. Now, many of you have cruised on one of the XL class ships, either the Mardi Gras or the Celebration, or maybe you've cruised on both. Now, it is a sister ship. So when you walk around the Carnival Jubilee, you're not going to get lost. If you've been on the Mardi Gras or the Celebration, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know this. Now, what you may, find different, obviously, is the decor, the different color schemes. One of the areas that really impressed me, and I thought it was a big upgrade from the Mardi Gras. I forget what the Mardi Gras area is called, the French Quarter or something like that. I think it's the French Quarter, but it was a big improvement from the Mardi Gras to the Carnival Celebration in the Latitudes area with the LCD screens along the side and the colored ceiling and everything. I thought they even went up again. That Currents area, for those of you that haven't seen the tours of the Jubilee, the ceiling is like a flowing ocean, just like waves of water. So if you look up on the Currents, you're just going to see this wavy ceiling with, like LCD screen and just this blue reflection of water up in the top, which is really cool. Another little upgrade they did. Now they have the LCD screens on the Celebration. The LCD screens, the TV type screens or monitors on the side walls that they also have on the Celebration, they seem to be a little bit bigger. And what's unique about them is up on floor 7, deck 7, they have a monitor and it overlooks deck 6. And you can pick what is shown on the screens. So it's really, really, really cool. And like if you want to see sharks swimming around, you can pick the shark little film or whatever, and it will show the sharks swimming around. And it's really neat that you get to choose that. And check this out. We got Brad H here jumping in. I get a couple more people I'm going to say hello to, but let me write down Brad. And Brad, look at that. We got 16 through 20 for the souvenir edition giveaway. So we're working our way up on that. And then as far as the new raffle here, Cruise Life TV was 14 through 33. So you are going to be 34 through 53. And let me just put Brad there. And I have another shot. You know what? I forgot. Cruise Life TV, did I do your guys' shot? I don't think, because I was just thinking about Zoe here. And I don't know if I gave her your treat. I don't think I did. No, I sure didn't. Which means I probably didn't do your shot. And if I did do it, then I'm going to end up doing the extra one. All right, so here is Cruise Life TV, Zoe. 2 high fives for Greg and Michelle. There you go for that. And Cruise Life TV, I'm one behind. I think I'm one behind. If not, yeah, like I say, this is going to be a fun show because I'm going to be on the floor by the end of it. So Cruise Life TV, and then Brad, I got yours coming up here. Thank you very much, Greg and Michelle. And Brad, I'm going to pour this one right now, just so. Ooh, felt that last one. Just so I don't forget. All right. Now, something else I wanted to point out. I've been getting these gifts from people. Carnival Cruise Addicts. You see behind me. Oh, you can't see because, well, I'm going to try to lift it up here. There we go. I showed this cup they sent me a week or so ago. And then on top of it now, I got another gift. And you see it's got the Coach Cruise logo on here. And a former work colleague of mine, is starting to produce these. And he dropped that off at my house. And I was like, oh, my God, that's so cool. And then check this out. I can make it change colors. I got this little remote. So I can make it yellow. We can make it orange. So he's going to do that. He's going to do like a little Etsy thing or whatever. So if anybody out there who has a logo or something they want on something like that, I forget what he's selling them for. But it's not too much. It might be like $30 or something. I don't know. But yeah, so it's fun. We had a couple more people check in. So let me just say hi. T-Boat, I said hello to you. And Brad H, thanks again. I'm going to do that shot here. And then Zoe's already ripping my arm up here trying to get the next treat. Yeah. Cheers. Okay, I thought I saw somebody else. Oh, check that out. Sherry is wants to pay her shirt forward. So you know what? We will do a drawing at the end. How about we do that? Anybody that stays all the way through the end, I will just take names. And if we have 25 people at the end or whatever, I'll take 25 names and we'll do a drawing for that. But thank you so much for that. So Sherry is the shirt she won. She's going to forward it to somebody else. So anybody that stays through to the end, like I said, we'll just take names of everybody and we'll assign you a number. And then whatever number is drawn, that's the one who gets the shirt. So there you go. All right. T-Boat on the, oh, wait, there was somebody had a question. Make sure I see them. They said they're going to cruise with me in July or something. I saw that. Oh, here we go. Randy. All right, Randy. Cruise with you either in a July on the Luminos in Alaska or a year ago on the Dream in January, maybe both. Just got off the Celebration and loved it. Yeah, Randy, you know what? That name sounds very familiar. D Kid, I know, was also on that Alaska cruise or whatever. So yeah, thanks for hopping on. I love the Celebration. I love the Celebration as well. I know Lee is going to be back on the Celebration next week. So Lee Mason, that is the cruise director. So you just missed him, but yeah, what'd you think about Louis? I have heard good things about Louis, so that's really cool. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. A lot of you are putting stuff in the comments, which is awesome. Thank you for that. And again, let me put Sherry's, comment up there. We got the Down Under Cruisers. Got me excited for, wait a second here. Carnival Cruise Addicts, you all are too much. You all are awesome. Thank you so much there. I was like looking through here and I'm like, is that the one that was from before? I think Carnival Cruise Addicts trying to get me drunk here. Well, that's okay. We're good. We're going to have fun with that. All right. So I'm going to put 54, 58, 68. Carnival Cruise Addicts. And actually, this is Brad's. This is Brad's. This is the reason I poured this so I wouldn't forget to do it. And then we got to get a high five. High five for Brad. There you go. And there you go. All right. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thank you so much. No, that was Brad. Thank you, Brad. And I am going to pour Carnival Cruise Addicts here. And yeah, I'm going to be in trouble by the end of this one. but that's not a bad thing. We'll just drink a lot of water like we did before. All right, and I got to write down, got to make sure I get you in the drawing here. Okay, so Carnival Cruise Addicts once again. And now you are numbers 1 through 5, and you're also numbers 21 through 25 for that little souvenir thing. All right, so very cool there. And 54 through 68. We're only 32 away from a second shirt today. All right, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Got you down. So Sherry is 1 through 13. Cruise Life TV 14 through 33, Brad H 34 through 53, and Carnival Cruise Addicts 54 through 68 for the next shirt drawing. All right, Down Under Cruisers. And I've mentioned them before because of the cruise I have upcoming. And everybody is saying how wonderful Sherry is, and she is very much that. I have had the pleasure of having dinner with her on a cruise, and her and Jay, and they are just as wonderful as you might expect they are. Good day, Liz and Foster's boy at Carnival Cruise Addicts. Okay, there's a story behind that, I'm sure. Yeah, let's see. Brad will be on the Carnival Splendor next January out of Sydney to Tasmania. Then side by side on Hal to New Zealand. We got controversial cruising here. We got Scott, and he's got a good buddy that was on the Luminosa last year. And I think, Scott, you were going on the Luminosa like a week or two behind me. Savio, right? Savio is your buddy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, had some good talks with him. He's saying what's up to Carnival Cruise Addicts. All right, so getting back to the Jubilee, we haven't got much into them. I talked about the appearance a little bit, the currents area. I'm really a fan of. One of the things you thought they could have done that they didn't do. Now on the Celebration, they have that Miami sign up on deck 8, and that's by Bar 820. Yeah, Bar 820. It's Bar De La Rosa on the Mardi Gras. On the Mardi Gras, they got a little tiny car. I forget what those cars are called, but it's really cute, very European like. And there's Michelle. All right, let's get. Oh goodness, you all are just too much today. Thank you all so much. Jeez, Michelle. Let's see, 68, 73. 83. Okay. 69 through 83. And then right after that, we had Gwen J back to back. And I still have Carnival Cruise Addict shot. And then I got to, okay, y'all are trying to put me on the floor. I see what's going on here. But Gwen is saying for the Magic trip, and I am going on the Carnival Magic March 23rd. Super excited about that. Gwen, you are numbers 84 through 98. Look at that. We are only 2 away from a second shirt drawing here. And let me write you all. I got to make sure I write you in the souvenir thing here. So we have Michelle. Your numbers 26 through 30 for the souvenir drawing. And Gwen, you are numbers 31 through 35. And that's just the free giveaway thing because of the, okay, I got to catch up on shots here. I haven't even had there's alcohol in this too. I haven't even had a drink, but I need this to just because I'm thirsty. I might have to call in Anita here to take a couple of these for me. This is still Carnival Cruise Addict shot, and I have to do Michelle and Gwen's. We're running out of treats for Zoe here. I didn't think normally, we have a lot less than this. So high five once again for Carnival Cruise Addicts. That's your second one from them today. All right. So Carnival Cruise Addicts we have taken care of. Now this is Michelle. This is Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Well, this one's, I tell you, tonight's going to put me to the test. I don't know if it was about a month ago. You all tested me, and it was a tough run to the end of the show. I'm being put to the test again, I see, but it's all in good fun. Here we go. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, Gwen, and then we are all caught up. Michelle and Gwen, I got one treat. I'm going to have to combine you two for that last treat there for Zoe. All right, Gwen, and then we're caught up for now. We're up to 98. We were only 2 away on the super chats from giving away the second shirt today. So here we go. Okay, there we go. We're all caught up. And Michelle, thank you. Gwen, thank you. And again, she says for the magic trip. So thank you for that. And I have a funny suspicion that that's Liz of Carnival Cruise Addicts, not Chris so much. That is, she seems to be the devious one in that relationship, if I'm guessing. Yeah, Greg and Michelle says 2-hour show tonight. I think so. I think that I'll take a 15-minute nap and then finish it off. Fireball Steve says, Coach is going to be in trouble. Yes, that is probably true. Rick is back. What's up, Rick? Good to see you. Sean, you probably are correct, sir. Says, Coach may need an assistant coach for Super Chat tonight. You're not lying. Cruise Life TV says, hydrate. You know what? Normally I bring a bottle of water in here. Last week was pretty tame. I know it was, a show where we had guests and we were talking to them a lot. And then now that I'm by myself, we're getting after it today. Yeah, Sean says water. And if Anita's watching the show in the next room, I'm hoping she'll bring some water in because I'll need to take some here in just a second. All right. Brad says, if Coach is out of Zoe treats, I propose you take extra. Oh, no. Now see, there's Brad being funny again, but that one's not going to happen. That one is not going to happen. All right. Michelle says you need to have a bottle of water by your side on these shows too. Yeah. Well, for sure the water. Oh, look at that. Rick says he watched the Battleship Texas float out of dry dock today. Very cool. All right. And he does a lot of, articles. For those of you who don't know, Rick is a journalist down in Texas. And he's got his own Facebook page and stuff. If you want to plug that in there, Rick, go ahead in the comments. And yeah, Down Under Cruisers, why don't you just have a mug instead of a shot? You just collect all the shots together in the mug and down. Wow. You know what? I've never thought, is that how they do it in Australia? So that would be something. But I think with the individual shots, you can individualize the thanks of the whole thing. So yeah, so maybe that's why. But Down Under Cruisers is saying just chug the whole thing. Look at that. And now, well, maybe. Okay, so Chris says Liz is the devious one, but joining in the fun. All right. And Chris, Carnival Cruise Addicts, just put us over 100 here. And you are also 36 through 40, Chris, in the little souvenir giveaway. Let's find my numbers here. Our next set of numbers. I got like 3 pages of notes here going on. All right. So Chris is 99 and 100 for this one. And then we're starting a new one. And on that one, you're going to be 1 through 13. So I'm just going to put Carnival Cruise Addicts 1 through 13. Okay, so for our next one, we're already 1 through 13. All right, so for the second shirt here, we have Sherry, numbers 1 through 13. Cruise, Sherry and Jay. Cruise Life TV, 14 through 33. Oh, I forgot. I got to do a shot, don't I? All right. And this is Chris's here. And Michelle and Gwen. Here's Zoe. Come here. Come here. we're going to make this a triple one because this is the last one we have in front of. We do have a lot of hot dog bites, so she'll still get some treats. All right, so we got Michelle, Gwen, high five for Gwen, and high five for Chris. All right, there you go. Good girl. Enjoy that. All right, and Chris, to the less devious one. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay, we got to do another shirt drawing. Okay, I just read it off, right? Yeah, I just read it off. So, and if any of you all want to see what I do here, it's not too complex. I don't know if I just write it down there as we're going along here, and then once we get to the 100, then I do the drawing. So you see that 79 is gone. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. The number is 13. And guess what? Sherry was numbers 1 through 13. So I don't know if Sherry wants to give this one away too, but she already gave away her first shirt. And again, for everybody that hangs on till the end of the show, I'm just going to take name by name, and then we're going to assign everybody a number and do a drawing. So Sherry, you let me know if you want this one, or if you want to send this one forward too. Let us know. But congratulations, Sherry won again. And yeah, she barely. That one was like on the last number. She had numbers 1 through 13. So we'll see what she says. Mandy says Sherry needs to go to the casino today. Yeah, that's a good thought, Mandy. And Mandy just came off the Carnival Vista, and she had a lot of great pictures. She shared those. I think you shared them. I know she shared them with me. I thought she shared them on Coach Cruise. All right. So Sherry's donating this one too. So we have 2 free shirts to give away that Sherry won. Oh, and I got to write down. Did I write Chris? I think I did. I want to make sure that I wrote you down. Yeah, I got you down for the souvenir giveaway. We got 2 shirts to give away, courtesy of Sherry. For everybody that stays on until the end, we will take names and we'll do a drawing there. All right. Now, getting back to the Jubilee. Bars. Okay, the bars. I had a good time, kind of like tonight. Had a good time at the bars. There were some familiar faces. I knew some of the people. Bojan, for example, was one of the first people I saw. He recognized me from being on other cruises with him. He was working in the Alchemy bar. Had one of my first drinks there. Diana, I think is the name. There's 2. There's a Diana, spelled with a Y, and then Diana that was working in the Golden Jubilee, or the Golden Mermaid. I'm sorry. And they both made me some drinks. Cornelius was in the Golden Mermaid. Daniel was in the Golden Mermaid. And my buddy Milan, who was on the Carnival Luminosa, he was working at Guy's Pig and Anchor. Dr. Inks has some really good drinks. They have a twist on a margarita where they do something a little bit different. It doesn't taste just like a margarita. You taste a margarita in it, but it's really good. Whatever little added additions they did to change the margarita up a little bit. It's called like the Starfish or something like that. It was really good. Then they have the Ocean Bubble. If you know, on the Mardi Gras, they have that bubble. I forget what they call it, the crystal ball or something like that. And then on the Celebration, it's called the Sakura, where they do the bubble and they drop the little rose petals into it. And then on this one, it's called the Ocean Bubble. And it was really cool. You know, it's the big bubble, the smoke on top of the drink and stuff. And it was actually a pretty tasty drink. I think each drink has the Sakura I really like on the Celebration. And then this one, the Ocean Bubble. Both of those drinks are pretty good. It's not just a novelty of the bubble. I think it's a toss-up between the Celebration and the Ocean Bubble on the Jubilee. But those were really good drinks. Obviously, the Alchemy, nothing really changes across the fleet there. You know, you're going to get whatever drink you want because they can create different drinks to, accommodate to your taste. Guy's Pig and Anchor, That's pretty standard. You know, whatever drinks you want that they can make for you there. Plus, you know, what's off the menu. A lot of good bourbons and things like that. So the bars, like I say, the Dr. Inks and Golden Mermaid, that's where your menu changes are going to come from. The menu changes and the different drinks that I tried, I liked them all. I really did. So I think they did a really good job on the drinks. Now, getting to the food, obviously, I was only on there one day. I only had one meal, so I didn't eat a whole lot. And the meal might have been better because it was for, you know, invited guests and VIPs and stuff. But let me tell you, I had the filet mignon, which was good. It was really good. I got that medium rare, but the sea bass, oh my God, that might have been the best piece of sea bass I've had on a ship ever. Like, and you know, I've gone to some of the seafood restaurants and had the sea bass and on formal nights and things like that. The sea bass at this event was spectacular. If I'd have known it was that good, I would have just ordered, you know, 2 entrees of the sea bass because that's how good it was. I mean, I'm still thinking about that sea bass. And the best cruise day ever video that I did at the Jubilee, you know, I showed a picture of it, and you can see just how how good a it looked, as good as it tastes. I can tell you that much. Yeah, and there's our comedian Brad, and it was a nice piece of bass, definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, Cruise Life TV says I love the Dr. Inks concept, and yeah, everybody is saying thank you to Sherry and how nice she is. To pay it forward, Will G. Yeah, maybe that's it. No, well, Will, I thought it was Diana. Diana, because I in the video you'll see me. She's super cute, you know, and she was like hiding behind the bar and just being all goofy and everything. She was a lot of fun. But if you watch the video, you'll see who I'm talking about. But I was pretty sure she said Diana, but it's spelled with a Y. And then the one that's in the Golden Mermaid, her name was not Diana, but it was Diana or something like that. I don't know. But they were all really nice. Let's see. Greg and Michelle, coach, you were funny. When you got on board, you kept saying you can use the water, but went from bar to bar, but never go. Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you, I got off that ship, and I don't do this often, but I watched one of the videos, you know, when I came off the ship, and I was lit. And I deleted that video. I mean, not too many people saw it. I mean, it wasn't viewed that much. I think it was one of the live videos. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, I can't have this out in public or whatever. So I'm probably on my way to being that lit right now. But yeah, when I came off the Jubilee, and here's what it was. I came out of the Gwen Stefani concert, and they're like, okay, you know, they announced the concert. Yeah, you know, if shortly, you know, our guests, if you could start making your way off the ship, this and that. And I'm like, oh, you know, I got to visit a couple bars before I get off. So I did like a Coach Cruise super mini bar crawl, and I went to, I think, Golden Mermaid, Latitudes, and then Guys, Pig, and Anchor. Or it was, no, I think it was Alchemy. It was Alchemy, Guys, Pig, and Anchor, and Latitudes. Yeah, maybe I didn't do the Golden Mermaid, but I did like 3. And I did 3 in a short amount of time. And I had a few, you know, obviously prior to the concert and everything. And by the way, I'm not like a huge Gwen Stefani fan or anything like that. And I know there was a lot of people, you know, disappointed that it wasn't like some country female singer. And my choice was who did I say? Natalie Merchant. No, not Natalie Merchant. Who am I trying to think of? I'm having, well, maybe it's because all the shots I've done. Oh, I like her too. She's from Texas. Who did I say? Somebody remind me. But anyway, she was really good, and she seemed really nice and friendly and everything. And I thought she did a really good concert. I shared some of those, and yeah, Crystal saying I'm so jealous you got to see her live. She was really good. Yes, D Kid Diana is her name on the Jubilee. Thank you for that, Diana. Yeah, and she made it sound like, was Diana the one? Now I'm confused again because of the spelling of the name, because I guess that could sound like Diana, uh, but I don't know if. But there was two, and I actually said to one of them, the one in Golden Mermaid, I was like, "You have the same name as somebody else?" And she's like, "No." And their names are spelled differently, but they're similar. So one is pronounced kind of like Diana. I don't know. All right, Miranda Lambert. Thank you. That's it, Miranda Lambert. That's the one that I thought. But you know, in fairness, Gwen Stefani was great. I think she did. She was a good godmother. I mean, she did said all the right things and represented herself well, and said she was very humbled, and it was a great honor, and that she would hold the Jubilee in high esteem and everything. So I really thought that she did great with that. Oh, okay. So Cruise Life TV has some inside info here. So John said they asked a few others first. So Gwen Stefani was not the first one to be asked. And Cruise Life TV, I'm curious if you know who any of those people are. I doubt he shared that information, but if he did, that would be great. Will G, there are 3 Nicolas on the ship also. Yeah, and I had a drink with the big Nicola in the top level of the Tiki Bar when I was doing my ship tour. Yes, Justin says, "This my ship," which I thought was the cutest part of that whole live concert, was when she's like, "This my ship," and I sounded just like her, didn't I? Okay, so I wanted to get to some true and false here. We're already 40 minutes in, and just this is like Carnival Cruise Addicts. Oh, I love it. All right, so Carnival Cruise Addicts, you're going to be 41 through 45. It says keep it going, 41 through 45. And then what number? Let's see, I got to find my page here. Make sure. Okay. Carnival Cruise Addicts 41 through 45 on the souvenir thing. And then we have 14 through 28 on the next drawing. All right. So look, we got all kinds of little hot dogs. We're going to have to create a big treat. We're going to have to create a big treat. So this is kind of like the equivalent of half a hot dog. So high five once again for Liz and Chris. Another high five. All right, so there we go. I'm going to set that on the floor for you to have at it. And let me get this shot going here. And look at how close we are to emptying this bottle. This was pretty full, I think, when we started the show here. All right. So Liz and Chris, thank you so much. I see we still got 35 on. We got 35 people. We got 2 free shirts to give away, courtesy of Sherry and Jay. They won twice on their one big super chat. They got 37 at the end of one super chat drawing, and they got the first 13 at the start of another super chat drawing, and they won both with one super chat. They won 2 shirts. So that's never been done before. That is a first. And Sherry accomplished that today. And then she was so kind to donate those. She's won several shirts from me in the past. And so she's paying these forward and, hooking a couple lucky people up here today that are staying on till the very end. All right. So let's get back to the true and false. And this is the honor system here. I'm not giving away any prize for this. Just want to see how many of you, and look at that. We got Sandy jumping in here. Let me get Sandy. And Sandy won one of the shirts, and she just got her shirt yesterday or today, and she shared that with me. All right. I'm going to put Sandy Pirate down here. 46 through 50. Sandy, you are numbers 46 through 50. On the souvenir drawing, that one is, like I said, that one is just the giveaway. And then you are numbers 29 through 43. 29 through 43 for the next shirt drawing. And at the rate we're going, no, Mandy, we're going to be okay. Because you know what? Last time we did this, I drank like 2 gallons of water, and it was all good. That's what I'll be doing at the end of this show. We're going to get that big jug of water. We're just going to start pounding it. All right. So you have the ability. Oh, thank you so much. And then Crystal's right behind there. All right. So Sandy, thank you very much. Sandy's saying finish the bottle. That's still quite a few shots in there. If I finish that, yeah, it might be a sick day tomorrow. Oh, Michelle. Yeah, okay. And then Crystal right behind here. And then she is hooking up Zoe. Let's see. Crystal is numbers 44 through 53. All right. So, again, we're creating a bigger treat for Zoe here because we ran out of our traditional. So we're giving her so high five for Crystal. High five. Another high five. All right, here we go. There you go. So she's getting hooked up with the hot dogs. All right. Crystal saying, oh my God, don't drink the bottle. T-boat on the go, boy, that's a lot to finish. Yes, it is. And Crystal says, give the doggy treats. Yep. Drink the bottle. T-boat, Mandy. Zoe knows the system. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we are caught up here. And we're back to the true and false. Here we go. Now, Cruise Life TV is tied into one of these, and I've been holding on to this the whole show. We're going to finally get to it. Okay, you tell me true or false. I'm going to give you a statement, and you tell me whether it's true or false. And I'm going to go through all the answers at the end, and then you tabulate your score and just the honor system, how many you got right. Okay, so first question. I have cruised on the Carnival Panorama. Is that a true or a false statement? I have cruised on the Carnival Panorama, currently located in California. True or false? And you can put it in the comments now too. Yeah, actually put it in the comments now too. That way we know at the end, if somebody really wants to, they can tabulate the score and figure out like, oh, they said they got 8 right, but they only got 6. I counted them. All right, that way the official record will be there. Okay, so true or false? The statement is, I have cruised on the Carnival Panorama as of today's date, which is March 5th. Okay. Next question. I have cruised on the Carnival Venezia. True or false? I have cruised on the Carnival Venezia. True or false? All right, we are going to go on to question number 3. Question number 3 is, I have cruised on the Carnival Glory. True or false? I have cruised on the Carnival Glory. True or false? If when you're answering, if you want to add on there the name of the ship, like I know some of you are finishing up on true or false of the Venezia, and now we're true or false on the Carnival Glory. If I've cruised on the Carnival Glory, true or false? So if you want to put true or false, Glory, if you want to add that in, just because it's going to be kind of hard to figure out which true or false you were talking about. But like I said, this isn't for any prize or anything, so it's not that big a deal. All right. Question number 4. True or false? I have cruised on the Carnival Spirit. I have cruised on the Carnival Spirit. True or false? All right, and last ship question. I have cruised on the Carnival Splendor. I have cruised on the Carnival Splendor. True or false? I have cruised on the Carnival Splendor. True or false? All right. And I told you one of these questions was going to tie in Cruise Live TV. So here we go. True or false? Many of you know I've interviewed some prominent people within Carnival. All right, so we'll see how many of you know who I've interviewed. True or false? I've interviewed John Heald. I've interviewed John Heald. True or false? I've interviewed John Heald. True or false? Yeah, I'm looking at Cruise Life TV's answer. Just got a chuckle out of that. Yeah. Twice. All right. So I think everybody's got that answer in. Oh, Sandy, thank you. Thank you for that. Sandy's got my back. All right. Next question. I've interviewed Cookie, cruise director Cookie. I've interviewed Cookie, cruise director Cookie. Before he left Carnival, I interviewed him. True or false? Well, Fred is definitive. All right, next question. This is question number 8 of 10. True or false? I've interviewed Lee Mason. True or false? Down Under Cruiser says, true, you've interviewed my cousin Cookie. D-Kid actually put a cookie. All right, so the next question, I've interviewed Lee Mason. 2-time Cruise Director of the Year, Lee Mason. Mandy says, lovely. I actually reached out to Lee to see if he wanted to come on the show today. But as some of you know, this is his last week of vacation. He's going to be back on the celebration this time next week. So I said, hey, like they say, you always got to ask, right? So, but yeah, he's enjoying these last precious days of vacation. And as I told him, I'm like, man, that vacation went quick, because it seems like he just got off the celebration. He's already going back on it. So, all right, question number 9. I've interviewed Christine Duffy. I've asked Christine Duffy some questions, or I've interviewed her. True or false? I've interviewed Christine Duffy, the CEO of Carnival. Yes. T-Boat on the Go said, yeah, it's 2 a.m. there. Absolutely. That's another big part of it. All right, and the final question. Down Under cruisers should know this one. True or false? We're doing a Journeys cruise. For those of you who don't know what a Journeys cruise is, that is a much longer cruise, much longer than 7 days. Could be anywhere from 10 to 30 plus days. But we're doing a Journeys cruise this summer in July. True or false? Okay, we are finishing up the final answers here. And then we're going to talk about one of those questions in particular. All right, so let's see what your score is. I have cruised on the Carnival Panorama. That is the only Vista class ship I have not cruised on. So the answer to the Carnival Panorama question was false. You should have false for the Carnival Panorama. If you got false, you were correct. The Carnival Venezia. I will have cruised on her as of June 2024. I have not cruised on the Carnival Venezia yet. I'm booked on the Carnival Venezia, but not until June of this summer. So that is false. Now, talk to me in July of this summer. It will be true. But as of right now, I've not cruised on the Carnival Venezia. So that is also false. Question number 3. Have I cruised on the Carnival Glory? The answer to that is true. I have cruised on the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans. So that is true. So false, false, true are the first 3 questions. Question number 4, the Carnival Spirit. False. I have not cruised on the Carnival Spirit. I've cruised on some Spirit class ships, but not the actual Carnival Spirit. All right. And question number 5, have you cruised on the Carnival Splendor? This is a trick one because I will be cruising on the Carnival Splendor in July on the Journeys cruise, and I'm giving away one of the forward answers there. But I also cruised on the Carnival Splendor for my sister's 50th birthday that we celebrated a couple years ago. So the answer to that is true. I have cruised on the Carnival Splendor and will be cruising on her again in July, but this time it'll be in Australia. The last time I think it was out of Florida. All right. Now, the first question of the interviews. I've interviewed John Heald. The answer to that is false. Now, the reason I mention that is because we have one of our creators on in the comments right now, and I just watched today before this show, like a couple hours before the show, I just watched their interview. Cruise Life TV interviewed John Heald while they were on the Carnival Horizon. So if you want to see an interview with John Heald, and today is the first time I found out about it. They released it a couple days ago or yesterday. It was at least a day. It said, when I watched the video. But if you want to see an actual interview with John Heald, Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle. Michelle did the actual interview and asked the questions, and Greg was filming. But yeah, I mean, how big a fish is that? That's the Moby Dick of Gits as far as Carnival cruises go, right? Got John Heald. I mean, I think the only one that would stand next to that would be Christine Duffy, right? So either Christine Duffy or John Heald. I think that's about as big as they come in the Carnival cruise. So yeah, Cruise Life TV. Go check that interview out on Cruise Life TV. And yeah, it was a really good interview too. They asked some good questions. So check that out. All right. So that answer is false. I have not interviewed John Heald. The Cruise Life TV has. So that would be true for them. Okay. The question, I've interviewed Cookie. That is absolutely true. I've done it twice, actually. Interviewed Cookie twice, once online here in this studio, and then a second time on the Carnival horizon. Next question. I've interviewed Lee Mason. I've interviewed Lee more times than I can count. So that should be an easy true for everybody. I probably interviewed Lee about 6 different times. So Lee is a friend, a good friend, and he's just awesome, as many of you can attest. So I've interviewed Christine Duffy. I wish. And no, I have not even gotten a picture with Christine Duffy. I haven't even gotten a picture with John Heald yet. And Christine, they were just so busy doing all their naming ceremony things that, I don't think hardly anybody got a picture with Christine. But yeah, so nope, I have not interviewed Christine Duffy. And then we're doing a Journeys cruise in July. And yes, it's going to be on the Carnival Splendor. We are starting in Australia and we are cruising all the way to Singapore. So that is going to be awesome. It's 15 days. Bali is one of the stops. Lombok, Indonesia is one of the stops, real close to Bali. And then we also do like Airlie Beach. A couple other, there's like 3 stops in Australia that we're doing. It's like 5 or 6 total stops. All right, so Will G has 8. Does anybody beat 8? And Cruise Life TV was saying how great a guy John Heald was. Carnival Cruise Addicts was saying it was an amazing interview. And yes, I would agree with that because I just watched it today too. Cruise with John Heald was so much fun, and the interview with him was such a great time, is what Michelle did the interview. She did a great job. She said how nervous, they were telling me how nervous she was. And I was like, yeah, I'd have been nervous too. Look at that. Fireball Steve. Perfect 10 out of 10. Fred was right there. As a big fan, and I thank you for that, Fred. 9 out of 10. Tebow, that will be amazing. And Rick hit 8 out of 10. Very good. Ken is 9. Sandy Lost Pirate Jenkins, 8 out of 10. All right. We got a lot of people batting 800, 900, and even 1,000. One Fireball Steve got 10 out of 10. All right. So we have shirts, not a shirt, but shirts to give away. So here's what I want to do. I have to get a new sheet of paper out. Got to make sure we do this right and get everybody accounted for here. So what I would like you to do is in the comments, put the state you're from. Okay. So, like, for example, if we have by chance 2 Ricks from Texas, we might have 2 Ricks in the those of you going, and there's only 26. So if there stays only 26, there's 2 people. You got a 1 in 13 chance of winning a shirt. So, all right, here we go. We got Will G, and he started us off. Will G, Texas. All right. D Kid, Texas. D Kid, Texas. Yoli, Oklahoma. Yoli, don't be starting any fight with these Texas people here now. Let's see. Brad H, Missouri. And anybody watching right now, this is free. We got Scott from Controversial Cruising, all the way from Arizona. We got Gwen from Florida. We got T-Bowed on the go from New York City, and I will be there on the Carnival of Venezia. Fred Brown, Georgia. Fred Brown, Georgia. Ken Pascal. Ken is Florida also. Fireball Steve. Kentucky. Sandy, Maryland. Sandy could get 2 shirts in 2 consecutive weeks here. K-Deb, Ohio. All right, K-Deb, Ohio. Cruise Life TV, Florida. CCA, Florida. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Rick Wade, Texas. And again, this is 2 shirts. Chris Kakins, Georgia. It's Cruising Karen, Texas. Okay, there's 20 people online, 28 people. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I only have 17 people so far. T-Boat on the go. Did I get you down? Yeah, I got T-Boat. Western New York, not even close to New York City. Okay, my bad. All right, I'm going to put Western New York and fix that. Did I get Gwen? I did not get Gwen. Did I get Gwen? Yeah, I got Gwen. Gwen J, Florida. Yep. I did get Gwen. Michelle, Florida. WPB, Florida. Sean, Florida. Sean Abel, Florida. There's 29 people on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 10 of you. There's 10 of you watching now, or at least you're logged in, that have not put in the comments here, your name. And that's how you get in the drawing. This is a free Coach Cruise shirt. 2 of them. 2 of them. Right now, we only have 19 people. So they're going to have a 10% chance of winning this. All right, so we're going to close this off. It's I'm watching the live tick, the counting, time here. We are at 107, 28, 29, 30, 108, 30, 108, 30. That's the last. That's the cutoff. That's the cutoff. You have within this next minute to put your name and what state you're in. I mean, yeah, just do that, and we'll enter you in this drawing. It's a free drawing for two free shirts, courtesy of Sherry. So if anybody wants to put their names in here that hasn't already done it, and what state you're in, you will be entered into the drawing for not 1, but 2 free shirts. And right now, like I said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 19 right now. All right, so we are about there. Okay, here are the numbers. And if I missed anybody, let me know in the comments, because we will enter you in the drawing here. I have Will G, number 1. D Kid, number 2. Yoli, number 3. Brad H, number 4. Scott, number 5. Gwen, number 6. T-Bode, number 7. Fred Brown, number 8. Ken Pascal, number 9. Fireball Steve, number 10. Sandy Jenkins, number 11. K-Deb, number 12. Cruise Life TV, number 13. Carnival Cruise Addicts, number 14. Rick, number 15. Chris Kakins, number 16. It's Cruising Karen, number 17. Michelle, number 18. Sean Abel, number 19. Justin, you are going to be number 20. Justin, this is for a free shirt. Well, Justin, what state you from? Put in the comments what state you're from. But we're going to enter you in this free shirt drawing. You can get a free shirt here. All right, last call. I'm going to do the drawing. We have 20, counting Justin. If there's no corrections, if I didn't miss anybody, if I missed anybody, put it in the comments right now. I'll take a drink here while I'm waiting. Justin, North Carolina. Perfect. You're our first North Carolina. All right, we got one more. Charles Davis is number 21. Charles Davis, Texas, number 21. All right, so I'm going to ask Siri, and we're going to do two drawings. The same person, only one shirt. So if by some chance they draw the same number twice, we're going to do a third drawing. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. But that's okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to ask Siri for a random number only through 21. I haven't hit the button yet, but you can see there's nothing at the top there. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 21. The number is 4. Look at that. And Brad H. was one of the people that did a super chat today, and he won a shirt. He didn't win it via the super chat, but he won it on the Pay It Forward super chat. So that is the first of 2 shirts. There's one more shirt to give away here. If by some chance they say 4 again, Brad, you don't win 2 shirts. You can only win 1 shirt. All right, so Brad, congratulations. You win a shirt. Let's see who else is going to win a shirt. Anybody else? There's 30 people watching, and we only have 20 people in the basket here. Anybody that has not, entered their name and what state they're from, if you want to be entered in the drawing here, put it in the comments real quick, and we will add you to it. Charles from Texas, number 21. He was our last person entered. But again, there's 9 other people in here that have not entered. Okay, so here we go. It's blank at the top here now. Give me a random number 1 through 21. The number is 14 this time. Look at that. Carnival Cruise Addicts. And they did the most. You know what? That's some justice, because they did the most super chats. And somehow it found them. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Liz and Chris, you got another shirt coming. So just you obviously know how to get a hold of me. So let me know what shirt you want. And you got the second shirt. And both of these shirts, again, big shout out to Sherry and Jay. They did the $50 super chat earlier, and they actually, on that one $50 super chat, they won 2 shirts. They had 37 numbers in one super chat drawing, and they had 13 another super chat drawing. They drew to the number 13 on the second super chat, so they won 2 shirts on one super chat, and they donated both of those for free to everybody here for a chance to win a second shirt. So Brad H won a shirt, and Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz and Chris, get another shirt. Congratulations to you two, and thank you, Sherry and Jay, for your contributions. And Brad says he wants a 3XF extra flabby shirt. I do have a 3XL. I don't have a 3XF. So I hope a 3XL will suffice, Brad. Hopefully that will work out for you. And then Liz and Chris, I don't know who's getting this shirt. And Gwen says, congrats, Brad and Carnival Cruise Addict. Yes, congrats, Brad and Carnival Cruise Addicts. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, everybody. It was a fun show. Now I'm off to drink some water to compensate for what I drank here. And thank you, everybody, once again. It was fun. I'm a little buzzed, a lot buzzed, but all in good fun. Now, next week, we are in the 2-week countdown. Next week is going to be the 2-week countdown. Cruise Life TV, any cruise creators that are watching, I already have the idea for this show. So Cruise Life TV, I'm looking at you. Carnival Cruise Addicts, I'm looking at you. Any other controversial cruising, if you guys are still here, any other cruise channels that are still here watching the show right now, I want to do a themed show, and it's going to be like a bar crawl type of thing. So I'm going to assign you a bar, and then we're going to have you on the show so you can talk about your channel a little bit, whatever. And we're going to jump from, cruise channel to cruise channel. And then you're going to tell us what we're drinking, So for example, somebody might be assigned the Red Frog Pub. Somebody might be assigned the Blue Iguana Cantina, because it's going to be based on the Carnival Magic bars. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to pick up a drink that you could get at that bar, and then do your best to create that drink at home. And then we're going to go to we're going to do like a bar crawl, because I'm going to host a bar crawl on March 24th. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So any of my cruise content creators out there, they're interested in joining the show for that. I'll need at least 6 content creators. So anybody interested in joining the show next week, send me a message, let me know, and we will get you on the show and have some fun, do some drinking like we did today. All right. Thanks, everybody. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did. And let me just check the last little bit of comments here. Cruise Life TV says, we are in. Carnival Cruise Addict says, we got the casino bar. Michelle's likes this idea. Controversial Cruising says, that would be cool. All right. So we got at least 3 channels in already, it sounds like. And yeah. All right, everybody. So next week should be fun. And next week sounds like we're going to be doing a little bit more drinking. So have your beverages ready for next week, and we'll get after it. All right. Take care, everybody. It was a lot of fun tonight, and we'll see you next week.